Being intelligent, it's something that we all want. But there's another side of an intelligent person. Let's call it being smart. All of us want to be smart. However, sometimes being smart also keeps you stuck. And in this video, I'm going to cover exactly how to unstick yourself. Let's go. Some of the smartest people I know are stuck, and it has nothing to do with intelligence. See, smart people, they consume more things. And before I go into this rant, I could really sum this video up and just slam dunk it just by that old saying, analysis paralysis. I know a lot of very intelligent people that overthink things. Is that really smart? And on the other side of that coin, I know people that aren't as intelligent. You could call it book smart, or, people just, they don't know geography or history, or they're not going to name everything, that you need to know on a test perfectly, but they take action. So is that smart? Well, when it comes to business, you need both. But if you are over intelligent and you're someone that is suffering with analysis paralysis, and I know many of you are. I know many of you are because I have the opportunity to talk to real estate agents all day. I surround myself with successful business owners all day. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed to be with people that see me as a mentor, and to surround myself with mentors on my own. I get to see both sides of the world. And when I hang out with the most successful people I know, they're not always the smartest. But what they do is they take action. And sometimes they are the most riskiest. So a lot of intelligent people, they're also risk averse. So therefore, they don't make the right investments. They're not buying up a lot of real estate. They're not investing in stocks. Actually, they map out all their expenses. They make sure everything is paid off. And then they just keep pooling onto their savings. There's an individual I know, I won't mention his name, and he's always trying to convince me that paying off your house is the smartest move you can make. Arguably, yes or no, depending on what stage of life you're in. When you're starting off, like he has his house paid off for a very long time. But to someone like myself, I'm like, and this house is worth a few $1 million now, right? That's not what he bought it for. But over time, the real estate market went up and it's worth a few $1 million. If I had to judge that house, it's in the area that I live in. So I would say it's probably about $2.8 million right now. That would be my guess. I helped him buy that house. This is when this conversation started. And we bought that house a while ago at about $1.3 million. So his house doubled, right? It doubled. It's been about 10 years. It's doubled. At that point, when he bought that house for 1.3, he paid it off. And he goes, Rick, I don't want a mortgage. Cool. It's intelligent. And he's very intelligent. He's an engineer. He has a huge corporate job, VP at his company. Very intelligent guy. He does math problems for fun. Let's put it that way. I didn't see that as smart. Because I believe in leverage. I don't believe in over leveraging, but I was telling him, take some kind of mortgage, because at that point, interest rates were really low. We were at like 2%. So I'm like, leverage some of that money, pay the 2% interest, and use that money to build more wealth. He wanted nothing to do with it. Let's go into prospecting. When it comes to prospecting, the most intelligent people are not the smartest prospectors because they care too much what people think, and they analyze so much that they, get paralyzed. So they'll make a call. Oh, what did this person say? Okay. Let's say they call Judy. Now they're on their CRM. Judy did not pick up. Let me call back. Judy picked up. These are all my notes. Judy said she's married to Tom. She's doing this. Her kids go to school. Have all the perfect notes. And now that one phone call took them about 45 minutes. You know what I do? I have my list of people that I'm going to prospect from the night before, and I literally just go on blast. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll call them one after the other, and I'm literally scribbling down my notes on a piece of paper. And I don't catch everything. I might not know Judy's, favorite hobby is baking cookies on the weekend. I might not know that. I might, not analyze that far. But I'm going to get through way more phone calls in 45 minutes. My notes might not be perfect, but I'm going to get all the key points when it relates to my business. And then at the end of my calling session, then at some point I will go and delegate. And now I delegate, or I would make my own notes. A lot of times I have my admin right next to me when I'm making these calls so she can make the notes while I'm talking. You see the difference? So sometimes learning feels productive, research feels really cool. And we go down this rabbit hole of learning. And then as you're learning, planning replaces decision making. So you learn everything. All right. Let's say an individual just got in real estate sales or are in real estate sales. They take time, they learn everything. Cool. And then they buy all the tools and they learn the CRM. Another week goes by. I need to perfect the CRM. Then they get into lead generation. They have this beautiful nurturing campaign because they went and they made a whole nurturing campaign, tax, everything. This person is intelligent, man. But they haven't made one prospecting call. They haven't sent out one email. See, these persons' confidence come in knowing and not doing. Intelligence creates optionality. You have way too many options, whereas someone that is very highly successful, they don't have options. They just go and they're tunnel vision. Because when you have too many options, it delays your commitment. You have to commit and you have to go all in. Because commitment is what creates progress, not intelligence. What success actually requires is imperfect action. See, the words that I'm saying right now or the examples that I give might not be the most intelligent. But I do these videos on one take. And I'm doing a bunch of them today, not just recording one. But as you seek to be perfect, I'd rather you seek to be done. Because being perfect doesn't move your life. Your decisions do. Your action will dictate your revenue. Sleep on that. See you on the next one.